Hello and welcome to beautiful Interlagos here in Sao Paulo. It's time for the season finale of Formula Horizon's Heineken Grande Primeira de Sao Paulo of Season 14. The season finale, Round 10 in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Sao Paulo Interlagos has held many a championship decider in its time. The Autodromo José Carlos Pache is the official name of the track, 4.3 kilometers, 2.67 miles long around this beautiful venue. A lap record of a 110.5 held by Valtteri Bottas, 2 DRS zones. Elevation change of 43 meters with 15 turns around this beautiful circuit. Down into turn 1, we have Gasly going wheel-to-wheel with Esteban Ocon in 2021 at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Down through turns 4 and 5, we have Hamilton going wheel-to-wheel with Verstappen, forcing Hamilton as wide as can be. Hamilton not getting past on that occasion, went on to win that race. Here through turns 6 and 7, we have Hamilton going wheel-to-wheel and going past Pierre Gasly. And that is the major attack zones on this track and major highlights. 3 tire compounds, as always, C5, C3, C1 tires. Same as every other race this season. Those tire compounds may be changing for next season. Also available in terrain and wet tires. Will not be seeing those. There is no rain in the air for this race. Let's take a look at the starting grid now for the race. We have Zuka Boy starts P20th alongside Nate Cousinot in the Williams. His final race for Williams before moving to Haas for next season, I believe. Nicholas Latifi starts 18th alongside Fernando Alonso, his final race for Alpine before he moves to Ferrari next season. Luna Dieterlein starts 16th, right behind Jenson Button, another final race for Aston Martin before he moves to McLaren. William Epical starts 14th alongside Alan the Alien, both Alphas on that row. Monbikool starts 12th, right behind Kaido 132 in P11 for McLaren. Pierre Gasly starts 10th, right behind Sebastian Vettel for Aston Martin. That'd be cool starts 8th, just behind Landon Canoka in 7th, one of the championship contenders, the lowest qualifying of them all. Luis Idolno starts 6th, right behind John B. Cool, starting 5th on the grid, needs to win this race. Emerald Diggy, P4 alongside Isaac Spacedolf. It's an all Red Bull second row, but it's a front row lockout for Mercedes. Easton bound second with Neil Hungary starting on pole for this race. Championship will be decided after 7 laps here, and it's lights out, and away we go for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Easton bound gets an amazing launch ahead of his teammate, going down through the Senna S's, the first couple of corners. In Easton bound does take the lead of the race and takes a hold of the championship as it stands, as they power down the first DRS zone on the track. John B. Cool has already moved up into the podium places, battling with Emerald Diggy for P3. He needs at least P2 in this race to secure the championship. A win would be nice, but he needs that P2 finish, as the Mercedes just leading from the first, from lights out. Easton Bound has jumped his teammate off the line and leads the championship as it stands. If the race were to end now, Easton Bound would be a world champion as they power through these final couple of corners. Fernando Alonso's gotten past Zuka Boy into P18 down the field. Alpha Tauri's last race before they become Toro Rosso. Aston Martin's final race before they become Force India. And Alfa Romeo's final race before they become BMW for next season. Lots of changes up and down the grid, lots of transfers, lots of drivers changing teams, lots of teams changing names. But one thing has stayed the same through this race so far. Easton Bound still leads by a little less than a second from his teammate behind, as Fernando Alonso has gotten past Jenson Button into P17. And John B. Cool has seriously dropped back from the top 2. The championship slowly slipping away from the Ferrari man, who has led it every single race since the 3rd race of the season, I believe. Maybe, or was it the 4th race? Since before the summer break, has led the championship, and it could all crumble down here in the final race in Sao Paulo, as Isaac Spacedolf trying to get a good run on his teammate. Isaac Spacedolf was sitting 7th in the championship before Germany, and now sits 2nd in the championship after 4 rounds since the halfway point, the summer break as we're calling it, of the season. As Eastbound puts in another fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Through turn 1, he travels, just trying to lift and coast and just maintain position through the rest of the race and maintain the Touchable Championship. John McCool ran wide and gets overtaken by Emerald Diggy down after the S's and onto the straight. And that is just terrible for the Ferrari man. He needs to make up positions, not lose positions in this race. It is hot in my basement today. It's hot outside. It's probably just as hot in Sao Paulo. And John McCool definitely feeling the heat, feeling the pressure of the championship fight in this final race. Before the regulations change, teams change, driver transfers happen. John McCool will be staying with Ferrari for at least one more season going after the regulation changes. So this season and next season minimum. Who knows if he'll sign a contract extension or whether he will change teams. McLaren will change the title sponsors. As here we have Landon Canoka trying to get a good run. One of the championship contenders, the lowest placed currently, trying to get a good run on the McLaren of Luis I don't know. And I'm going to pull up the my Google Sheet so I can see who all is going where. Yep. Alan the Alien staying at the Sauber team as they change from Alfa Romeo to BMW for next year. As Landon Canoka is just stuck behind the rear wing of that McLaren. John McCool trying to get past. Oh, it's a bit of a slide. He runs a bit wide through that corner. And you could tell the pressure is definitely getting to the young driver. And it seems like the championship at this point is decided. Eastbound has a 1.7 second gap over his teammate in the lead of the race. And as it stands, no one is within 10 seconds of the race win. And as it stands, Eastbound will be a world champion. Going into next season will be the reigning world champion for Mercedes as it stands. Look at that, 2 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack, just easing his way around the corners of Interlagos. So we have John McCool trying to close up as he runs wide. John McCool runs wide and gets overtaken by Isaac Spacetoff, but now has Luis I don't know close to his rear wing within half a second of him. And it is all crumbling down for the championship leader before the start of this race. And I do have the final championship standings at the end of this video, and I will read off the championship standings, the final championship standings. But led this championship by 2 points over Isaac Spacetoff before the start of this race. As it stands, could finish down in P4 in the championship. As Landon Canoka trying to get past down the inside through turn 1. The inside line, a great line as it sweeps to the outside, trying to get past Luis I don't know. McLaren's been holding him up the entirety of this race. It's not going to hold him up any longer as he does sweep past and now has his teammate just under a second up the road. As Eastbound still leads this race almost 3 seconds now. The gap back to his teammate in P2. Eastbound doing everything he has to do. Across the season, his lowest finish was Turkey with a P9. Hasn't finished outside the points this season and hasn't won a race since Germany. And that was not a Grand Slam victory. Oh, John McCool spun! He's got on the curbs and he's spun around and is just dropping down the order into P9. Even down into P10, P11. He's just plummeting down the order. That's not what you want to see if you're in that position. That's the worst possible scenario for the Ferrari driver, for Ferrari as a team, as my screen does go black and white. There I am. Sorry about that. That's just what happens if I don't move my mouse at all for a certain period of time. But Easton Bound still leads for the fastest lap. John B. Cool down in P13 now. Started P5, I think. Started P5, now I'm P13. It is seriously Murphy's Law for the Ferrari, man. Everything that can go wrong in this race, everything that could have gone wrong, has gone wrong for Ferrari in this race, as Easton Bound is rounding the final corner to take the race victory, to take the World Championship. Emerald Diggy 11 seconds behind Neo-Hungary. Easton Bound crosses the line and is Formula Horizon's World Champion. Been the most consistent driver all season. As here we have Emerald Diggy powering to the line, his teammate just behind. 1-2 for Mercedes, 3-4 for Red Bull. And Landon Kanoka's going to cross the line in P5. At least, I don't know, 6. That'd be cool. 7th for Haas. A great result. Vettel 8th. Gasly 9th. Molby cool 10th. Double points for Haas. A great result for the team. And here's the final championship standings. Easton Bound wins the championship by 10 points over Isaac's Face-Off. Neo-Hungary 117. Landon Kanoka 115. And John B. Cool 109 points. The final championship standings. This has been a great season, and I hope to see you all next season.